All right, it's 2025. Why do I still choose Glock as a carry gun? We're going to go over that here. So, what we have here is my home defense gun, which is going to be a Glock 45 with a cut slide from Shark Close Tactical, a Trigicon RMR, suppressor height sights, and a Streamlight TLR 1 HLX. That has problems. It's a separate video, but the EDC of a Glock 19 with a TLR 7X, and then a Holosun EPS, normal height sights, and a 19X slide that's milled. And then a Glock 43X for when I want to carry something a little bit smaller, pocket gun, sit something on the couch next to you, leave it in your lap or something like that. I don't carry it that often because I'm not a huge fan of the smaller framed Glocks, but Glock nonetheless. So it's an endless list, realistically. There is not as many doodads that come out on Glocks as there is every other brand. Every other brand is catching up on reliability. You know, people are like, this comes with that, this comes with that. And it's just, I don't need doodads. I need a gun that works consistently, is accurate, is reliable, that I like. It's that simple. I have had so few problems with Glocks in all of my time shooting, helping people shoot. The police officers I know that have carried them for long periods of time and realized that they should be oiling them in between range sessions since they stand in the rain and everything like that. They never have. They don't have malfunctions, reliability issues. You know, that's a first reason that just gets me into it. All the people that don't have problems, I don't need doodads that come with problems. That's my first, doodads that come with problems, don't need that. I also like interchangeability. So we're looking at, these are matching currently. And then you have the option to move your slides around. So if I have a gun go down and I need to switch something up, I have the option to move what I would normally EDC onto the duty-sized gun. I can use this for work. If my Trigicon dies, I can go bring that to the range, go train people with this, and it works for me. If I want to EDC with my RMR, my cut slide, this is like the lightest option. Cut slide, smaller frame, smaller flashlight. So this works as like a super light EDC option. I also carry a lightweight ammo. So you've got interchangeability there. And then, if I'm training people that are new, like the goober from the ATF over here, I've got an iron sight MOS pistol, so they can just shoot iron sights and get the class experience that everybody learned on. But red dots are kind of now, obviously, but still a good option to have it around. Interchangeability. And the next interchangeability is, let's put these slides back real quick. Magazine interchangeability. I've just got a big pile of 15 round, 17 round, 19 round Glock magazines. So this is my usual backup magazine, and this can work for carrying my main magazine here, where that's from. So I carry a 19X magazine in the 45, the same size. Good interchangeability option, but it's also my backup magazine for my everyday carry. So it's too big, but it fits. That interchangeability is super convenient. So I normally have 15 rounder, and I can just switch to a 19 rounder as my backup. Solid option. Big pile of magazines. They also work in my AR-9, and they're still the most reliable pistol magazine. Sometimes people go back and forth commenting about, Glock's reliability and other people's reliability. The magazines are still the most reliable. There is no company that makes magazines that are this consistent and that don't need replaced in this level of time. I know Gen 2 magazines that have been used in a duty capacity and instructor capacity with no spring replacements, and they still work. They're from like the 80s. I mean, there's nobody that's got magazines that are on that level. Every other magazine needs maintenance, so I would just want a gun that runs a Glock magazine well. Every gun that's not a Glock that runs a Glock magazine doesn't run that well. So it comes down to a simplicity of it's just gotta work. Its only job is going to be to work, and I need it to work. The 43X, I don't love, but it is still a Glock, so I kind of got that as my small gun. But realistically, there is I think there's more even options when it comes to a small gun. I am not physically in love with this one as much as I am regular size Glocks. So if you say like, oh, I would only carry a Glock because it's super reliable, but you carry a 43X, you are lying. This is not the reliable Glock. They are not as reliable. They have feeding issues. They have feed ramp issues. There's a lot of 48s that have a lot of cycling issues. I've had 43Xs break springs, and extractors get stuck and plungers get stuck in the slide. Glock obviously figured it out, but this is not the same as this. You can't claim that it is. So it's not an interesting reason, basically, but reliability, interchangeability, reliable magazines, and just collectible magazines. There's not a terminal date to those. It's not exciting, but that's why I still choose Glock. Why do you choose Glock, or why do you choose something else? Feel free to put it in the comments and tell me why I'm wrong.